Hey guys, this is Owen with Seek Outside, and today I want to show you how to install the Cimarron floor liner into the Cimarron 2.0. Let's get into installing this floor liner system here. So what you have is there's going to be a white liner wall that's going to go as your big bathtub tall wall around the shelter. You're going to have a line lock up here at the top, and you're going to have some short orange cordage. To get into installing this, you want to install the short orange cordage into these line locks. Best way to do this is go through the bottom and then through the top and just go around the perimeter of this white bathtub wall, installing that orange cordage. Once you have all your orange cordage attached to the line locks on this white liner wall, it's time to move down to the floor. Now for the floor, you're going to have some yellow cordage. This yellow cordage goes down to the line locks located on this floor fabric here. Same thing, we're just going in through the bottom, coming through the top, and we're going to do that around the whole perimeter of the floor. Now that we have all of our yellow cordage attached, that means we have our cordage attached around the floor, as well as the liner system here. It is time to get into installing this floor. Go around the floor, and what you're going to find is there is a permanent stake loop that is not a line lock. This is going to be for your doors. So on the Cimarron standard, the 2.0, we have 2 doors. On the Cimarron Lite, there's a single door. Either way, it's going to connect to the door. So I like to just put this down here as a reference point. We aren't going to hook that up yet. And what I like to do is just go to the right or the left of that door stake point. And I want to show you there's 2 ways you can install this floor somewhat more permanently. So when you take down and set up the tent, the floor is connected, or you can attach it semi-permanently. So that's for like single use. And I will show you how to do that right now. We're at our first stake point, which is on one of the main corners of the Cimarron 2.0. We're going to tie this in permanently, just as an example. So we're going to go down to this stake loop, and what you want to do is tie just a slip knot, like so, around that stake loop, tension that down, and leave your cordage loose. Now, to more temporarily tie your floor liner system in, what we recommend doing is creating a permanent loop here on your cordage so that you have something that resembles a stake loop. Now what you want to do is just attach it to your stake. In this case, it's our Velcro, but you'll just wrap that around your stake. So, like so. So then it is easy to remove and easy to take off. We have our first corner tied in here. Now what we're going to do is go around the rest of the shelter and attaching these yellow cordage to these stake points. I like to go underneath the shelter and just grab the floor. Therefore you can follow it around and just find each point. In this case, I'm just attaching these for this time at the moment. And I'm just going to go around and do one side of the shelter. So I've done 3 stake points here on the right side of the shelter. Now what I'm going to do is grab the floor, try and even it out. What we'll see here is that there is this black patch. This patch is designed to go underneath the pole. So I will just kind of bring the floor out like so, remove the pole, get the patch right underneath where the pole was, and set it down. Once our patch is connected, go ahead and do the other 3 points on the other side of the shelter. We've got all of our line locks connected to our stake points, and we've left them loose. At this point, we're going to go ahead and go around the shelter and just tighten them down. Now you can see our floor is all tensioned out. From here, we're going to go back to these stake points that are at the doors. So the reason this isn't a line lock is because it's a door. You're going to be walking there. Therefore, we're going to take a stake, in this case a Velcro, pull this out, and just simply stake it down. When using a stake, I recommend using a smaller stake and really trying to get that stake in the ground so you don't trip over it. Both of our door points and our floor are all staked out now. That's going to bring us to this floor liner system. If you come inside the shelter, you're going to notice where the guy outs are, there is a interior loop. This loop is where you want to tie just a simple slip knot with your cordage here. Just tie that guy in there. Like so. Leave your line locks nice and loose and just go ahead and do that all around the shelter to the available points. You'll notice here on your liner system for the floor that there's a section that doesn't connect in the continuously sewn section. So this just connects up the exact same way. Some of these share loops, like this corner here is going to share a loop, and then this corner is going to share a loop. This is because this functions to allow you to get in and out of the shelter without having to step over the liner wall. All right, so I want to show you how this system actually works here. What it allows you to do is if you don't need this section up, you can just roll this up under on the floor. There is a toggle, very similar to your door tie back on your Cimarron 2.0, and there's also a loop. So you can just tie this back permanently if you want. Another way that you can do it, this is kind of my preferred way, is I leave this section in, tied up here, like so. And you just step out of this corner section. You can even just tie this back, like so. Another way to do this is if you have it tied up, I'll just tie it up to here in this case. If you have it tied up, you can simply tighten it up when you go to sleep and then open it up off that line lock and just reattach via this cordage and this line lock. Once all your line locks are installed, go ahead and go around the tent and just tension these up. Once we have all these liner walls tied up, that means we are fully installed. Kind of like I said here with this door, you can adjust and tie it down, but everything should be nice and tight and protecting you from condensation as well as critters. The floor liner system for the Cimarron 2.0 does a couple things. Number one, it protects you from drafts by having this bathtub wall that's going to keep the wind off of you. It also reduces condensation greatly because it allows you to pitch the shelter off the ground a little bit so you get some airflow like this. You can do this with our line lock extension system, or you can do this with the Cimarron Light that already has the line locks on there. What this allows is air to come underneath and not hit you as a draft, but it allows the air to mix, which reduces condensation greatly, along with the floor, keeping moisture from coming out of the ground. And that's how you set up the Cimarron floor liner. Thanks for watching. Thanks a ton for watching. I hope this video was informative for you guys. If you want to watch more cool content about our teepees, lightweight hot tent stoves, and lightweight backpacks, as well as some adventure content, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to talk to the best customer service in the outdoor industry, give us an email at info@seekoutside.com and we'll go ahead and help you out.